Finally, it only took like 20 minutes to figure out how to start the stream. My goodness. Let me just make a post on YouTube. I've not done this in so long, I'm so rusty. Let me duplicate tab and get a link. Let me get a link. Let me get a link. How do I get a link? I have completely forgotten how to live stream. Completely. No, I don't want to do that. Stream manager. No. Thank God no one's here yet, so they can't see me going crazy. Come on. It's gotta be somewhere I can... I'll just do it on my phone. I don't have to be fancy with it. I can just do it on my phone. I think. I don't know what I'm doing. How do I watch my own stream? How do I watch my own stream? Let me... I'm embarrassed right now. Come on. Dashboard. No, I want to go to base Twitch. Let me go to base Twitch. Brother. Twitch. Home. Thank you. Bono. Me. Myself. Yes. This guy. Copy. And... paste. There. Did that work? That worked. Okay. Oh. Finally. Okay. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier. Today we're going to be doing Opla Manerda. I don't know how much, I think we're just going to work for like 2 hours. And then see what happens next. Maybe we might play Satisfactory or Pressure, I don't know. We'll have to see. Found me? Oh, I bet you did. You sneaky gremlin. I had no doubt you would find me. God, I wish I could configure Twitch to where it could put the chat on the screen so you guys could see it. In the VOD. But I can't. Because Twitch is dumb. Twitch doesn't like being Twitch. I'll have to figure that out one day. I'll probably just like start a stream and see if I can get that to work. Okay, I'm just opening up a map on my end. So I have a guide so I can remember what I'm supposed to be doing. There we go. Let me save that image and put it in a separate tab so I can see chat and the map at the same time. There we go. Okay. So, we are doing a big long run. And I think we're going to put it down here. To start off with. How's everybody's day been? Anybody who's here? I think it's just one person, but might as well ask. Oh, hi. I want to load that to the side. Good? That's good. It's nice that we're having a good day. I'm gonna make this longer, I'd say, but unnecessary noise, Minecraft. Very unnecessary. I'm trying to figure Why do you just have that emoji? That was such a jump scare. You must have watched like some other Minecraft stream in order to get that, I bet. It's a global emoji? Oh, it is? I don't actually watch Twitch streams like at all. I usually just watch the VODs on... They get uploaded to YouTube. I don't actually watch them live usually, so I wouldn't know. Save this as Y. Why must I save it as Y? Who knows? So where'd we save that exactly in relation? So it's middle pillar. So I want to load this. How do I want to load this? So I put it in the middle pillar. I think I just saved it incorrectly. I'm going to move this back to this one instead. Hopefully that'll work easier. It's 15. 11. 17. 19. 21. 21? It's kind of hard to keep a void. It's kind of hard to It's kind of hard to talk in a void, I think. But that's part of the Twitch experience. If I could play background music, I would. But I'm not hosting this stream from my computer, so I have very limited control of what I'm able to do. You know, sad day. As I have a whole playlist I would like to be putting on right now. Okay, is that good? Did I load that right? Yes, I did. It's a long hallway. It's a very long hallway. I only want to make it a bit wider. Say about... I don't know. 2 blocks wider, I think. Let's see. I'll just take this wall and move it to the side. And do that the same on the other end. I don't actually know how I'm going to do this. But I'll figure it out. A lot of this is just trial and error and loading the structures wrong and getting really scared that I just broke something. That's the Opla Manerda experience right there. That... How long's the room? Like 29-ish? No, it's longer than that. Okay. No, I don't... Controller, please cooperate with me today. I have an audience with a small one, but I have an audience in front of me, and it's a little embarrassing when it decides to get finicky. How long is this? God damn! That's one long hallway. So take this and what? Move it. No, I gotta make it 10. That's the height. No, bro. Just accidentally deleted the number I was typing in. It's kind of funny. The only 2 live streams I've ever done of me working on Opla Manerda have been me working on the rooms-like areas of it. Isn't that funny? I wonder if that's a coincidence or not. Does that look good? Well, when I clean up this line, yeah, it'll look good, but I'm vibing with that. Might make it a little bit wider on that end. Let me move it like another 2 blocks out. Ish. Let's see how that looks. It'd be so much fun restructuring this room. I don't know why I put that. I don't know why I put this map off for so long. It's not that hard. It really isn't. I'm just lazy. Yeah, I like that. I like the asymmetrical look to it. Asymmetrical? Look, Roblox asymmetrical. I'm sorry. People hear the word asymmetrical and they go apeshit. If you ever want to start a free conversation, just bring up an asym game. Maybe that's why Twitter's so toxic, because that's all they talk about. Who knows? Let me put the little buffer layer down here so I can place the deep slate correctly. Ugh. So eventually, after we finish, like, I don't know, 3 rooms, I'm gonna start talking about some Opla Manerda plans I have that I haven't shared publicly, because a lot of stuff's been brewing in me. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. A lot of stuff's been brewing in me big ol' noggin that I think would be good to share, considering how slow progress has been recently. Kind of been hitting major creative burnout, and you know, it stinks, it sucks. We hate burnout, but I should have seen it coming. Been working on this thing for almost over 3 straight years with very few long-term breaks, so I can see why it's starting to strike. But I'm also, but that doesn't mean I'm happy about it. I'm not. But it has mean that this single update has taken a ludicrous amount of time to come out. A lot of things in it were supposed to be done rather quick, like the new hub. Pamazia can back for that one. That, like, I started it and I was like, okay, this right here, this should not take very long. Like, maybe a week tops. And we then spent like 3.5 months on it. And its scope didn't even increase at all. It was the same, like, it was pretty much the same scope as when I first started it. It just took that long because of how burned out I am. So, that was a lot of fun. Can I show you the new hub in this stream? Maybe. I'll think about it. If I do show it, I'm not showing all of it. I'll show like a small little snippet of it. But you guys might be able to see a little sneak peek, because I don't know when I'll live stream again. Hopefully like in a day or something. A day or two. Live streaming is a really good way to motivate yourself to do something, because you can't just watch YouTube on your phone and not actually build the map when there's a bunch of people watching you. So it is a good motivator. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking we'll work until like 3:30, 4 o'clock. We'll see where we are from there. If I have energy, then we'll play something like Pressure. And if not, I'll just end the stream. And then play Satisfactory or something, I don't know. I've been getting back into it recently. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, bro, it was ridiculous. Yeah, you remember all that time you spent? The best years of your life spent texturing stone. Oh, what a beautiful living experience. What is supposed to be the best years of our life, and we're spending it in a block game. Now that's how you live. That's the true Opla Manerda experience right there. I gotta fix the ceiling because it's a bit finicky now, because, you know, loading the same couple blocks in a line doesn't do well for making it look nice. God, I really wish I could play music on these streams. I'm really gonna have to see if I can look into that, because it would definitely help with breaking up the dead silence that I sometimes am victim to, because I can yap, but I can't yap forever. I do eventually run out of stuff to talk about. Well, I guess I can talk about... What is something I can talk about that's relevant, but interesting enough? Oh. I uploaded a video on YouTube yesterday about a Pandemonium only run. It was surprisingly much easier than I had anticipated it would be. You know, you'd think Pandemonium, as every single angler, would be an enormously difficult challenge. And it is hard. It's harder than base pressure by a mile. But it's nowhere near as bad as I initially thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a 2-hour run because of how many Pandemonium minigames I was going to have to do. But I was surprised with just how many times I was able to completely avoid said minigame by just going in a safe spot. I really had not realized just how many Pandemonium safe spots they have added since. Oh, what was the update where they really started adding new ones? Um, what was that update where they first added sea bunnies? I forgot what that one was called. It's been so long. Yeah, your ego is too big. Go do a 5-star run. Okay, hell no. First off, actually, 5-star isn't a thing. It's only 4-star. The highest technical modifier percentage is 500% because the game doesn't actually let you get a higher percent than that. Secondly, I would rather work on Opla Manerda for 3 years straight, doing absolutely nothing but placing blocks, than attempt to do a 5-star run. No, thank you. Not my cup of tea. I forgot we are supposed to have windows on this one because we're going to be peering into something that I'll build later. I can't build it now because it's spoilers, but you'll have to anticipate that. It'll be your little treat. Your incentive to actually play this map. I will be doing this. Might have to rebuild most of, if not all of this wall to fit this ID I have. Definitely gonna have to move the lights. Actually, do I have to? No, I don't think I have to move the lights, actually. I think they can stay where they are. I think they're good. Well, here's a good question. If anybody owns, like, probably a question for any of the people who watch the VOD. If anybody here owns a Switch 2, how's Splatoon Raiders? I've heard it's really good. I don't have a Switch 2 myself, so I've been unable to play it. But it seems like quite a lot of fun. It seems like they mixed Salmon Run and Side Order into one package. And I mean, those two things are pretty fun. The Salmon Run can be a little bit aggravating sometimes because of the less than stellar enemy swarming balancing. It feels like one moment you have everything under control, and then the next moment you're absolutely buried in them. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. It really seems like something you'd have to play yourself to kind of fully get the grasp of how it feels. But I haven't played it, so if anybody has, that'd be a nice thing to let me know in the comments of the VOD, wherever I upload this to. What am I doing? Oh yeah, okay. What block am I using? I'm gonna use. Are we using tough? Yes, we are. I'm gonna see if I can use polished tough to add a little bit of accent to it. Maybe I'll even use chiseled. Let's see how that looks. Might want to do some regular. Yeah, definitely gonna have to add some grading onto that. Give me you. Let's see. How's that look? Let's just test it with... No. Put it here. Let's test it with iron bars first. I like it, kind of. What about waxed? Oxidized bars. You know, fit the blue theming a little bit. Do they look better or they look worse? Bro, I hate building with iron bars. With just bars in general. They're so finicky. I don't know. I like the white better, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I like the white better. We got that silver and gold. Silver and gold. I like the blue being a highlight color instead of it being too prominent. So I guess now we just tear these little pillars down and replace them with tough to get that real cavey look to it. And really nice up there. Once we finish this, we'll be attaching it up there. Unfortunately, my map says that we're going to have to be building a couple more unique rooms before I can start placing down my regular copy and paste ones. So, you know, sad. Sad I can't just cheat my way through it. I have to actually try for a little bit. Oh. Bro, who... No, nobody gave me warnings that game development was hard. What? I thought game development was the easiest thing in the world. Maybe you could have one of the windows being blue every once in a while to pop out among the white bars. That doesn't sound like that bad of an idea. I'll try that. Maybe like I'll have two of them, or I'll have the ones near the lights be blue and the other ones will be gray, or vice versa. We'll have to experiment with that. God, tough is such a... No, I don't want to... Tough is such a satisfying block to place. I like the little crunch noise it makes. Little crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh, I don't want to... Man, we've already been streaming for 20 minutes. Time really does fly. I thought we'd been here for like 5-ish minutes, but nope. We've been here for a third of an hour. Kind of wild. I'm going to be so tired by the end of this. I can already tell. I'm already kind of tired today. I don't know why, I just am. I'm a little bit eepy. I keep forgetting that they changed the sound effects for placing iron stuff, and I keep getting jump scared by the new sounds. They're really nice. I really like the new iron sounds. They're better than the old ones. I'm just not used to them. I'm so used to iron blocks just sounding like every other block. Unnecessary. Completely unnecessary, Minecraft. I don't get why it... I don't get why it always waits until it's dead silent to start yapping. Here. Let's see, how's that look? That actually doesn't look too bad. I think this alternating color idea was actually a pretty good idea, all things considered. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. I might tinker with it slightly, but I think this is what we'll go with. Because it looks snazzy. It looks real snazzy. Yeah, I like that. It's just, if I like fly up a bit, yeah, it's just like barely noticeable if you just glance at it, but it breaks up the wall just enough. Oh, beautiful. No, my apple. My apple almost fell off my apple almost fell off my desk. I would have been very sad. I would have been appleless. Arvono appleless. Saddest day of the year. Okay, does that match the map? Yes, it does. Let's take this and attach it to the main chunk thing up there. Let's save it first. It's a pretty important part. So it's here. Right. Let's get rid of whatever that is. Is this here correctly? That's here correctly. I'm just making sure. I don't want to save it and then have something be wrong with it, and then every time I load this room, that thing that's wrong with it causes more problems. But I think we're good. What was it, like 52 or something? No, it was like 48, 47, 46. There we go. 19. I'm just guessing with that number. Did I guess did I guess the exact number? Oh, I'm too goated. I'm too goated. I guessed the exact number. What are we naming this hall? Call it OII hall, like big I hall or something. I don't know. I call these things I halls because they look like the letter I. I name stuff weird, but if I remember it, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So put that there. Is that too far? It's the wrong name. What am I doing? Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely too far. Too far. How about there? Actually, no. How about there? Let's go there. Yeah. OII Hall. How about that? And it's kind of hard to tell. I'm gonna have to load it and see. Watch it be perfectly on it. Oh, I'd be so happy. Ah, it's one block off. It's always one block off, I swear. See, it's never just in the perfect spot, is it? I cannot type for the life of me. There we go, that should be good. Yeah! Let's see. That, go inside. Really quick. And... yeah! Liking where this is going. Liking where this is going. Now, this next room is going to be absolute hell. This one's going to be horrible to make. It's going to be like that one... I don't think I built that one on stream. I can go show it, actually. I think I should actually bring it here, and I'm either going to just paste over the building with the new blocks, or I might just completely rebuild it. But I should bring it here as reference. Where's my teleport block? There it is. I'm gonna have to look down because we're gonna be teleporting over to the new hub, and I don't want to give you guys too many exclusive teasers. Yeah, okay, so where is the button that teleports me to the Catalyst work area? I think it's here. Yeah, okay. Hey guys, remember this? This is where we worked last Opla Manerda live stream. We built all this stuff. Or a lot of it anyways. I think it's over here in the... I think this place was called the warehouse, I think. No, I definitely gave it a unique name, didn't I? I know I gave this place a unique name. I'd be a fool not to. At least I'd hope I'd give it a unique name. Chamber 12. Okay, I was one block off. Bruh. What did I name it? The Cube Map Warehouse. I knew I named it something unique. I would have been so disappointed in myself if I just named it the warehouse. Yeah, okay, so where's that room that I built? I think it's that one. Yeah, it's definitely that one. Here we go. So... this is kind of the kind... this is kind of the kind, yes. This is kind of the style of room that we're going to be building. So I legitimately might just take this and just copy it over and just replace every single block with the new ones. Because I don't want to build this... I don't want to build this again. I think I actually built 2 of these. I built one for... the abandoned sector, and I built one for the Cube Map Warehouse. But I'm not building a 3rd one. I don't have the patience. Yeah, I think we're just gonna borrow this room and then bring it over to the new area. If I can remember what it's called. It's called CSS Storage. Looks like it was too big though. CSS Storage, CSS Storage 2. Okay. And storage is capitalized. Yes.
Okay. That should be good. That should be perfect. Perfect, I say. Perfect.
Just fly over this. I got a lot of catalyst work I gotta do. Because compared to what the main game of Opla Manerda is becoming, the Catalyst is going to be somewhat outdated in terms of its level functionality. So, you know, gotta do a lot of work. Oh yeah, this teleports me to the old hub. Look at this gross, disgusting thing. Yeah, it's so tiny. It's so messy. The new one is so much better. I'm telling you, you guys are gonna love it. It may or may not be the highlight of the entire update. It'd be kind of crazy if it was, but we've worked hard on it, and it's come out pretty well. Yeah, there's your only teaser of it. There's your only look at it that I'm gonna show. That's all you're getting. Take your Twitch clips and your screenshots right now. Well, you still have the chance. This one. We're going to this one. Ah, yes, giant water. Indeed. Oh, I'm lost. It's just a big pond. I mean, you're not wrong. That is one way to describe it. It is really just a giant pond. A giant pond with a bunch of funny hallways in it. The Great Pond. I'd be a funny, like, joke record to write. The Great Pond. And it's written in, like, old 4chan or Reddit posts that just have the worst grammar humanity has ever seen. Oh, that would be peak. And then I hide it right outside the map so only dedicated people would find it. I might do that. I legitimately might do that today. That might be something I do. And y'all will have to go out of bounds and find Big Pond. Oh my. Okay. Big Pond record 69. For real. For real. Okay. So thank God past Orvano used this same kind of pillar design. So it should be easy to convert parts of it to it. I am mostly concerned about the ceiling. The ceiling is going to be a gigantic pain in the ah. Because ceilings have always been my weakest point. I've always struggled with them a lot. I don't know why. Just putting a roof on something is pain. If you look at any building that I've put in Opla Manerda and you look at their ceilings, you'll always see that the ceiling looks slightly off. Just because I just never know how to do it. It always escapes me. Hold on. Okay. I'm back. Just had to do something. So, we're gonna use... Excuse me. And... I've already forgotten. This is what happens when I try and convert rooms to other rooms. Ew, disgusting. Yeah, that's what happens every time I try and convert a room to something else. I always forget how I built it. Like, I look at it, and I stare at it and absorb the information, and then I have the memory of a goldfish. I forget it the moment I leave the room. I don't know if anyone else has that issue, but it definitely happens with me. Yes, sir. I can see this room taking I can see this single room taking another 30 minutes. If it does, I'm gonna be so sad. Why is there... Oh, please do not tell me that's actually in there. I'm gonna have to look at that later. Please don't tell me that there's actually a block missing in the catalyst. I'd be so embarrassed. The catalyst has been the catalyst and that one door from Chemical Distillery have been the problem children of Opla Manerda. They've caused an insurmountable amount of problems. It's like I fix one thing, and then something else breaks, or that thing was already broken, and it just somehow managed to evade me the entire time. Like, I think I fixed the catalyst entrance door not working like 4 times. I don't even know if it works right now. I think it does. Don't worry, it'll get fixed with cushions. Yeah, cushions will fix everything. Oh, I'm so excited for the trees, for the new trees. Yeah, the catalyst has been a pain in my every single update, I find something wrong with it. Either the door doesn't work, or a bug fix didn't save between versions, or something like that. But I swear it's broken every update. I remember when I built the new door for the catalyst in the new hub, I spent an hour straight just staring at it, just using it over and over and over again in every single way that I could possibly imagine to make sure that that door worked. And I'm pretty sure it does, but I'm still gonna tinker with it even more because I'm really paranoid about it now. It's caused me so much grief. The Catalyst, I published it. It got like 80 downloads and like 200 views. And all of those downloads were in a version where it was completely broken. Completely. And I'm so embarrassed about that. I'm like, I can't believe that happened. Yeah, I'm gonna play this update at least 4 times when I finish it to make sure that it works, because I don't want to get embarrassed like that again. I'm gonna do the one thing that the pressure devs are incapable of doing. Play testing! I swear, every time they release an update, something's broken. They fix one thing and they break 2 others. Okay, I have one thing that I think is really fun. Play my game! I have one thing about pressure that is really funny, in my opinion, that I don't think many people have seen. For the past 2 bug fix updates, they have said that they have fixed the radio. You know, the little white line going off the radio when you go to tune it. They haven't. Both times that they've said they fixed it, it's not been fixed. I don't know what's happening. In my mind, what's happening is they go into the code and they see something's wrong with the radio, so they fix it, or they implement a fix, but then they don't actually check if this fix is working, and they just assume that it's working. And then they just go, yeah, we fixed it, without actually checking. Because I don't know how you could, quote-unquote, fix the radio 2 times in a row, and both times did nothing. Unless you just were not checking if your fix actually did something. Either that, or Pressure's spaghetti code is so mangled that every time that they do something, it makes it worse. Maybe it has Team Fortress 2's spaghetti code for all we know. I don't know. I'm not a Pressure dev. I don't know. I haven't even the slightest idea on how coding works. But I'd assume at least one of their bug fixes would work. You know, it's common sense. I might be going crazy though. I've played Pressure for a very concerning amount of time, and I will probably keep playing it for an even more concerning amount of time. It's too much fun. It's like crack cocaine. Every time you get a little hit of it, and then you don't like it, and then you leave, but you come back to it like a day later. Pressure, pressure, pressure. We love pressure.
Can't get enough. I can't get enough of that stuff. Oh, hell yeah.
Pass the pressure. Oh, I'm so pressure pilled. Pressure is too much fun. What is this? Is this hallway? Ew. Hold on. Why is it? Ew. Why is this hallway built like this? Ugh. I hate that. I hate that. Why do I build stuff? Why do I build shit like this? What's wrong with me? Better question, why do I build shit like this and then not fix it? I have a vague memory of me building this room like this and then seeing that it's like misaligned and going like, nah, I'm not gonna fix it. In case you didn't notice, look in this corner. You see how it goes like this? Yeah. Look in this corner. Bruh. Bruh. We cannot be serious. We cannot be serious right now. Hell nah. I think I'm just gonna move this like back a little bit. See if that fixes it. It'll make this pit a little smaller, but that's whatever. Spoon feed it to me like I'm a baby. I'm not seeing a problem. Okay, so look in this corner. So there's a pillar here and a pillar here. And there's like these 5 blocks right here that go into this little corner that create a curve. If we go over here, This corner doesn't do that. This corner isn't the same length as the other one. So instead of there being a pillar here and a pillar here and then being an empty space here, there's just a fat ass pillar in here. I hate it. I hate that I do shit like this. Like, I do it, and then I look at it, and I go, you know what, I'm too lazy, I'll fix it later. And then I don't fix it! And then I just put it in the map! So this stupid hallway is in the catalyst, and I can't get rid of it unless I tear apart that whole room and rebuild it, which I'm not gonna do. So, we're just gonna pretend like that's not there. And we're gonna fix it now, so that's not a thing later. Or I could just rearrange the whole pillars on the wall, which I do not want to do. Wait, if that's misaligned, then that means that this... Oh, I hate everything! I hate everything! I am not a good builder. I am not a good builder. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. Like, I'm trying to figure out where to start. Where do I even start with correcting this? Okay, I think I have an idea. I think. Yeah, okay, let's see if this works. Oh. No, I've lost my idea. I'm so stumped. Hold on, let me get some night vision up so I can see a little easier. Okay, so 3 blocks, and then there's the wall block. Use the purple block to get the wall and respawn it like 2 blocks out, then fill in the gap. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just trying to figure out like my starting point. Shut up, Minecraft. I do not care. I honestly think I might just save this or something. I don't know. Or I could just save that half, paste it over here, and then change. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. It's a lazy solution, but it fixes the inconsistency, and that's what I care about right now. I care about this room looking nice. 60. That's too high. That's way too high. 25. Minecraft with the unnecessary angel noises, for real. You're having a decent conversation, and then Minecraft decides to come into the conversation when it's not invited. So toxic. So much hate. So much hate. Where's the middle? Is there a middle? There better be a middle. Oh my god, I even did... What I'm doing right now, where I'm gonna, like, change the things on the wall, I even did it here. I had this idea in my mind. I just didn't do it. Human brain is an enigma sometimes. I don't know why it does the things it does. I wish I could tell it to stop. How far off are we? One more block and then we're good. 39. I'm gonna save this as Y because I don't want to type out a whole ass name for this. And check this out. We're gonna place that there. Y, and we're just gonna turn it around. And hope it loads correctly. It did not load correctly. Let's try that again. Let's turn it around 180 degrees. Set it to mirror X. Now it should have loaded correctly. Yeah, there we go. Hey, so it looks a little funky. It looks a little funky. But this is the idea. I'll fix this. Oh, I can't speak. What the fuck? I'll move that so it looks a little nicer. Something like...
Get a load of this!
My headphones feel like they're crushing my head. There, something like that. So it's a little bit off if you look at it, but it fixes the corner problem, which already makes this room look better. So, yippee! Yippee! I almost pulled my headphones out by accident. Stairs. What were the stairs that I used? Was it polished deep slate or chiseled deep slate? I don't remember. I used polished deep slate. Okay. Ugh. Let me through the door, thank you. Yeah, it looks fine if you're not paying attention. I mean, this is a room's leg. You shouldn't be paying attention to the aesthetic design. You should be paying attention to whatever threat is currently in front of your face. But I care way too much about visual details, so I'm fine with it being slightly off, but I was not fine with that wall pillar issue. That was bad. I had to fix that. Here it goes. Already starting to look like it. Already starting to come together. I think this is one of the biggest dedicated rooms I have to build for the section. Yeah. I think it's the second hardest. First hardest, I'm not going to say what the first hardest is, but this should be the second hardest. So once this one's done, it should go smoothly for a little bit. Should. I'm hoping it does. I'd be sad if it wasn't. Yeah, I'm looking at my map. I think we're going to go until... I have to build the next, like, dedicated large room. And we'll build that, and then we'll call it. That seems like a good middle point. So that's 2 dedicated rooms, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of 5, and then 6 rooms that I can copy-paste. That should be good. But this one's going to take ages, because I'm not building it from scratch. I'm constructing it from an already existing room, so I have to do a lot of converting. Looks good, though. Thank you. Happy you like it. It's a lot of flying out, grabbing blocks, flying back in. Oh my god. I hate these small doors, but not much I can do about them. Who's excited for Halloween? I'm always excited for Halloween, 24/7. But that's just me.
My Halloween excitement grows closer as the days go by. Only 2-ish months left until my favorite time of the year.
And I can start doing spooky specials again. I forgot that I had that series. I'll probably be doing nothing but Team Fortress 2 again for spooky specials because I don't have really good Halloween games that I can play. So, Spooky Specials will probably be returning with more Team Fortress 2 stuff. Oh, I was thinking, right, after this update comes out, next major update on the list is the Halloween update. And because I just want to get that thing done. Once it's done, and I never have to worry about it ever again. Apparition mentioned? Apparition? Is that that one character from Triumphant Terror? Oh! Yeah, once I can get part 2 out, I can stop thinking about the Halloween update. I really want to get it out sooner rather than later. It'll probably be the first thing. It'll be the first thing that I get done after this update. Hell, when I finish this update, I literally might immediately get started on the Halloween update. I'm not confident I'll reach the Halloween deadline, but I'm hoping I'll make it to around November. If not November, then you'll get Halloween in Christmas, and you'll like it. I'm not too concerned about reaching the deadline, I'm just concerned about getting it out. Because that thing has been a bottleneck. It's a bottleneck I am not scrapping at all. The Halloween update is not getting scrapped, it will get finished, and it is very high on the priority list, but it has been a nightmare to work around. I mean, if I fly to it, it looks magnificent, in my opinion. Like, even though it was built a while ago, it still looks really, really good. And I'm not doing too much for part 2. I'm kind of just adding in to what's already there. So the workload shouldn't even be that high, especially because like 95% of the entire Halloween update was made before I knew what the editor was. So now that I have access to it, I can do terrain expansions in a fraction of the time that I spent previously. So, like, that should make working on it way easier, because terrain was the hardest part about it. Decorating was pretty easy, all things considered. So I'm just munching on an apple. I will say one thing. I do have to change some stuff about the Halloween update fundamentally in order for part 2 to make sense. So, this is an if. If when we all when we had to do all those walls was horrific. Oh my god, I forgot how bad they were. Yeah, with the editor I could just create like giant hills. But with this, oh, it was horrible. It was so horrible building those things. Oh man. Oh, I just thought of something, actually. Yo, guy, hear me out on this. So, spooky specials, right? This is going to be my second time doing it, but the first time I just had to do nothing but Team Fortress 2 Scream Fortress, because that's all I had access to. What if a couple spooky special episodes, well, quote-unquote episodes, are just live streams of me working on the Halloween update? Wouldn't that be cool? That sounds like it would be some neat stuff. Maybe then I can finally get a good fucking router and then be able to stream on my computer so y'all can see me use the editor. It'd be so much nicer. I'm thinking about getting a job soon, so I might be able to, I'll be able to use that money to buy a router and then, you know, have good internet on my computer. Either that or try and fix whatever's wrong with it, because it has internet problems relatively often. I don't know why. I think its Wi-Fi connector, or whatever the device is just... Why am I building the same thing twice? Its Wi-Fi connector thing, or distributor, is not working correctly, because sometimes it has good Wi-Fi, sometimes it has really bad Wi-Fi. But things like my Xbox won't struggle as much. You would like that? Well, I'll keep it on the back burner then. I'll keep it in the back of my mind. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, so because I have to do a bunch of fundamental changes to the Halloween update and, you know, make sure a lot of it is working, I might, keyword might, I'm still thinking about it, if the autumn trees, I forgot what they were called, but you know the ones I'm talking about, the ones that they're adding with cushions and concrete slabs and wool slabs, you know, if those ones get added pretty early-ish into October, I might do a part 1.5 where I change all the trees to be the new trees, and I implement very small changes that should hint at part 2's plotline more than part 1. It would the update would probably take like a day to make, like 1 or 2 days, so it wouldn't even be that big of a burden, because I would be doing most of my work either in the editor or just with bone meal. So I was thinking about doing that, but that's really only if the autumn trees come out early, because I don't know when they're going to come out. I'm hoping that it's not at the end of October. I'd be pissed if they come out at the end of October, because there is a slight chance I could complete the Halloween update before October ends. And then if they don't add the trees and then I have to add them after Halloween, I'd be fuming. I would be fuming. So I'm hoping that they add it like, I don't know, October 10th? Maybe even September if we're extremely lucky. But nah, September's not happening. There's no way they're doing it in September. That's too nice of it's me thinking too happily. Yeah, I'm hoping they add it like at least midway through October, so I have enough time to integrate them before Halloween ends. God, I got so much stuff I want to do during Halloween. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, roof next. I think. No. I copy and paste this wall to the other side after I finish it. What's next? I need to check how I build this hallway. No way, not September. Yeah, I realize that's like, yeah, no way. They're not doing September. That was thinking too ambitious. Mojang is cool, but they're a little lazy. And by a little, I mean a lot. So I cannot imagine them bringing it out in September. Even though, you know, if you want, you could. How am I gonna do this part. I don't know. I do know that I just want this to be like a big old pit. Not like a little chamber down here like it currently is, but just a hole into darkness. Maybe with some spikes at the bottom, some sulfur spikes. I don't know. I've been wanting to build with sulfur. I just haven't found a good excuse as to where. Ooh, I could make this like a pit, right? Like, you know, make it go down into the darkness. Then I can put in some sulfur springs, so you could see some of the steam blow up from the darkness. Oh, I like that.
I'm gonna do that.
I love thinking of cool ideas like that.
It makes me happy.
And begins the stonification process.
Where we make everything stone.
Actually, I could also just make this a giant hole in the ceiling as well. So like it goes up and it goes down. Doesn't sound like that bad of an idea. Let me actually test that out really quick. Let me create a ring and then start destroying. Yeah, this one's gonna take forever. But that's fine. This one's gonna take forever. We're gonna spend so long detailing it, and then when you actually play this map, you're gonna go past it in like 2 seconds. I can see that happening. So many blocks to break, so little time. Would you agree? I guess sooner. I don't know. Maybe in like 10 minutes I can start talking about some other plans I have, because I already shared my part 1.5 idea. Little bitty bonuser. Just creating a ring. I'll delete this with a structure block because I don't want to have to manually destroy all of this. I'm just creating a big enough ring so I can have enough buffer room for structure saving. Let's try this last layer. That should be good. And then over here, let's get rid of this. Okay, now let's save this, quote unquote, and then delete it. Of course. Of course, structure block's on the wrong end. Why wouldn't it be? No, I don't want to.
I want a regular block, Minecraft. Can you give me that?
Thank you. My goodness.
My goodness gracious, look at the time. It's Opla Manerda time.
8.
My shoulder's so itchy today.
I wonder if I got bit by a mosquito last night.
How's that?
Open. That should be good. Okay. Then we raise it up 2 blocks. 7. Save it as Y. Now here's how you get rid of specific areas. Now you bring it up here. Save as Y or load Y, kind of. There's the bounding box. Now you save it. Now the structure's all air. So then when you go down here and press load,
boom. Just like that. All gone.
didn't even have to try. I want to build this ring out so I have a good idea as to where I'm supposed to be going up for. How's that looking? It's looking good. There we go. Then we just have to get rid of this layer, which is annoying, but it's whatever. Go. Oh, I did not mean to do that. My bad. I can see the vision in my head. This is going to look really good. It's either going to look really good or it's going to look really ass. One of the two. We'll have to see. 1 hour! We've been streaming for 1 hour, yet it feels like both 10 minutes and 3 hours. I don't know how that's possible, but it is. It looks ugly right now, but it's fine. What doesn't look ugly when you're first building it? Gotta texture it and everything. Make sure it looks nice and pretty. That looks so goofy. It's fine. No, it's fine. It's gonna look goofy. Everything looks a little silly when you're first placing it down. Oh, I wasn't looking. I keep glancing over at my PC, at my map there, and I keep going off building course by accident. Block placed. You think? You reckon, game? You think there's a block being placed right now? I had no idea. It's kind of insane now that you think about it. Yeah, that looks goofy as hell, but it's perfectly okay. 'Cause that's just how it goes. Let me have some water really quick. Okay, I'm back. So let's... I didn't destroy this over here. Darn it. Right, stop giving me advertisements in my dashboard. I don't care. What I am surprised about is we haven't gotten any view scam bots yet. I remember back in my old streams, I used to get like 4 per stream. You know, like, visit our totally legitimate website and pay us real money so that we can send AI bots onto your stream to make it look like you have more viewers. But I don't get how those things are in business. That seems like such a stupid business model, yet it's somehow working. I mean, most of them are probably scams. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna engage with them, but I see them and I just think like, oh, if you put your bank account in here, Mr. Beast will hack your bank account and send crypto to all your friends and family. But I just block them and ban them every single time they show up. But I'm surprised we haven't seen one yet. Usually there's at least one. But we've been streaming for an hour and haven't seen a single. I mean, I'm not complaining. No, I don't want to sound like I want one to show up. I don't. But I am surprised that none of them have shown up yet. They're pretty common, all things considered. Or maybe Twitch did something about them. Nah, what am I talking about? Big company actually doing something about a botting problem? That would never happen. It's like wishing for world. It's like wishing for sunshine and rainbows and happiness across the whole planet, and that shit ain't happening. No way, Jose. Oh, that's weird. TF2 didn't. Why would Twitch? I mean, Valve did. It only took them 4 years, but they did do something about the bots, and they've been gone ever since they did do something about them. But it took them that long to do something about a problem that really isn't that hard to fix if you just update your anti-cheat. You know, multi-billion-dollar company. Yeah, it's like, at least they did something, but it took them forever. Drove away so many good players and figures from the community. because they've lost hope in the game. And I have not played Team Fortress 2 in a long time. It's because my computer's been having Wi-Fi issues, but dude, that game is my blood. And my blood's starting to run low. I gotta play it again one time. I don't know. I'll probably play it when I'll probably like start. I'll probably play it when the automatic Scream Fortress thing comes out, because that's technically not Scream Fortress, and that can be my warm up for spooky specials. Hopefully by then I have a better router, or at least I can fix whatever network problems on my computer, so that I can record. I do remember, I think, one of my I think it was either the first Spooky Specials episode or like the second. No, it was the second one, I think. I remember my game crashed mid-recording. I saw the gargoyle, and I yelled, "It's the gargoyle!" And my game crashed mid-sentence. It was like, hell no, you're not getting your gargoyle. And instantly, it was gone. Like, without even a warning, I was just brought back to the Steam menu. It was so jarring, but it was so funny. My older videos, like the ones from a year or two ago, they are old, yeah, but I still think most of them are pretty funny. My humor's a little bit bad in some of them. I think there was one where I made a joke that I'm not particularly happy about, but I do watch my older videos sometimes, and they are still genuinely funny. My favorites are both my Wreckfest videos, Pumpkin Hill, and I think it was either Spooky Specials Episode 2 or Spooky Specials Episode 3. Those are my favorite videos I've ever made. I need to do voiced content again. I don't know why I haven't done it. I think it's just because I don't have a lot of games at my disposal that I can do that with. Maybe Baldi's Basics. I could do Baldi's Basics. I'd have to remember how to be funny. I've forgotten how to be funny. I haven't done voiced content or live streams in forever. I'm trying to think. What game could I play? I mean, Satisfactory seems like the obvious one. I've been getting back into my Satisfactory phase, so that could just be free content for a while. Plus, it would actually condition me to finish a lot of the setups I make instead of stalling for 30 minutes waiting for my hard drives to scan so I can get alternate recipes. I mean, I did just unlock oil processing and fuel production, which means I'm now going to probably spend the next 2 weeks working on a packaged diluted turbo fuel power plant, which is going to be fun. So much fun. But it'll be efficient. It'll be good. And no one's going to notice that look at this progress we're making. Still bare bones, but we're cooking. And no one's going to notice that this is the exact same room from the Catalyst. No one will see. I do got to test if iron bars or fences work better. I'm thinking iron or oxidized copper bars might look better than... Yeah, I don't think pale oak's going to work. We'll have to test fences. And I don't have to worry about them being able to jump over it, because I could just barrier block the whole thing. So even if you wanted to get over it, you couldn't. We'll have to see. How's this look? Yeah, it's okay. Let's try it with oxidized copper. Oh, I hate destroying iron bars is so tedious because they're so thin. So thin. I'm already liking how these look. Bruh. Come on. Yeah, I like that. I like the blue. The blue adds a nice blue to it. You know what I'm saying? You pick up what I'm putting down? Now we just got to do floor and ceiling texturing for the next 30 years. So riveting and exciting. This is what we truly live for in life. I could have Pumazia do this, but I'd rather do this right now than later. Because Pumazia is way better at texturing than I am. At least. She's better at doing it and not getting horrendously bored. I'm not. I get bored of texturing in minutes. Which is why I don't do it very... Well, I do it as often as I can, but I don't do it in very big bursts. I usually do small little bits of texturing just here and there, because I just cannot make myself sit down and do it for too long. Because it's so easy. It's like, it's not difficult. It's really easy. It's just monotonous. There's nothing interesting about it. Ugh. I love texturing. Yeah, I know you do. You single-handedly did pretty much the entire texturing work for one of the giant rooms in the hub, and I'm so happy that you did that because I did not want to do it. I just seen that and I'm like, no, I'd rather die. I'd rather die. I play a YouTube video and turn off my brain, and it's like enrichment. Yeah, I do the same thing, but a YouTube video isn't enough for me. It doesn't matter what I put on. If I have a live stream going, if I have a YouTube video, if I have music, if I have something like ASMR, it's just nothing works. I just get bored so fast. Lamau and I had the time of my life doing it too. Okay, then I might just stop texturing this, and I might just finish the structure of this room and put it in there and just have you texture it later. Honestly, that might be a better use of my time, cause I don't want to subject the VOD watchers to half an hour of texturing. That could be just, it doesn't have to be something that we have to watch. Is that enough light? I think it is. Yeah, let's make this go up a little bit higher. I'd say 4 more blocks. Ha ha ha, I'll do it at some point then. Sounds good. Takes a load off my mind. I can be like the, I'm like the 3D printer where I just build all the things and then you're the person who like paints all the colors on. That's how I like to imagine it. I love building ceilings, I love building ceilings, I love building ceilings, I love building ceilings. Let's see, how high is that? I think that might be good. Might do 2 more blocks and then cap it off. It's just not very fun going in a circle over and over. Well, not a circle, it's a rectangle. Same shape. They're close enough. What do you mean one has sides and one doesn't? Circles have infinite sides. They both have sides. What are you talking about, you crazy, crazy goober? There we go. How's that? That's good enough. That's good enough. Let's cap it off. Let's put the lid on the pot. these looks good when it gets textured and cavified. It's just gonna be a box for now, but I can probably have Pamazia, make it look like a cave, add little things on the sides here to transition it into the ceiling better, and then put little stalagmites and stalactites, stuff like that. Teamwork makes the dream work, they say. The power of friendship prevails. Can I build this, please? Thank you. I keep missing it over and over. What's wrong with me? Ugh. Most monotonous thing I ever do. The exciting part of Opla Manerda is when I finish like the structure of everything, and then I can start decorating and adding in all the dialogue and code and stuff, but this is always the boring part, is just putting everything into place. Making sure everything works. Oh yeah. Look at that. Nice and spooky. Unnecessary noise, by the way, in Minecraft. You did not have to butt in like that. No one cares. And then for this, we just want to make it like a pit. So we're going to have to delete 2 layers of blocks. And then how far down we're going to go is probably about the same. I don't think I can copy and paste it because it's not of the same ratio. Oh, it is of the same ratio. I could actually just copy and paste it down, now that I think about it. It could save me a bunch of time. I wish you could, when you're pasting stuff with structure blocks, I wish you could mirror it up and down. You can only mirror it like side to side and forward and back, but you can't make it flip upside down. I wish that was a thing. There have been so many times where I've had to manually like build stuff upside down because I can't flip it. Well, whether it be for things like the mirror hallway or just builds in general that I like to have symmetrical versions of, it's just a pain that you can't flip things. Mojang, if you're listening, please add the ability to flip builds with structure blocks. You'd make the whole community happy, I swear. The dreaded mirror halls. Those things were... They were both hard and easy to build. They were hard to build because, well, building a hallway and then building the exact same hallway but upside down right above it is kind of hard. But it was also kind of easy because I had done it before already, so I figured out a lot of the things that gave me issues with the first one. So it was it was like an arm for an arm kind of deal. See, this is why the editor is just faster. What I'm doing right now, I would have already been done. I would have been done in like 10 seconds. I'm so annoyed that the editor isn't available on consoles. Why do computers get everything, bro? They're the favorite children of video gaming. Everything else, like mobile and console, gets discriminated against. I mean, when the new pressure modifier update, one of the enemies was completely impossible to avoid on console, and they had to issue a bug patch to fix it. I think it was Skinless. He had this like camera pull effect where you're supposed to look away from him and he goes away, but he had this very slight camera pull effect that was just strong enough so that if you tried to look away using the joystick on your controller, you just could not. And he would always get you every single time, no matter what. And now his camera pull is pretty much gone because it was making him impossible on console. So, yeah, and then mobile on pressure is almost worse. There's so many things wrong with it. I don't play mobile pressure myself, but I've heard campfire stories of the horrors of it. Mainly from Pamazia, but from a couple other people as well. It just does not sound enjoyable at all to play. Oh, I got a headache. I think I've been yapping too much. I don't usually talk this much. My God, there's so many issues. Yeah, there is. It makes you wonder if they just don't even bother checking for mobile. I can kind of understand why console gets neglected because, you know, I would expect everyone on the Pressure Dev team to have a phone and be able to play the game on their phone, but not everyone just has an Xbox or a PlayStation just lying around. So I can kind of understand why console might get neglected, but it's still a little bit dumb. Literally yesterday, I got firewall despite me having it turned off in settings, and it ended my run. That's wild. The game legitimately said, "Nah, you doing too good. You doing too good. I gotta cut you off." That's insane. And that's this new Pressure Dev team. They're really living up to the expectations of the old dev team. It feels like management hasn't even changed. It feels like it's the same people. It pissed me off so bad. I'd be pissed as well. I can't blame you. That is perfectly justified crash out.
Perfectly justified crash out.
And there was nothing I could do because they paywalled bug reports. Okay, I actually looked into it a little bit. It's only kind of paywalled, but it's also extremely buggy. Um, you have to either be boosting the Discord server or have beaten the game at least once. But since Roblox is terrible at badge communication, I was unable to open bug reports for like 2 days, even though I've beaten the game so many times just because Roblox was incapable of. Goddamn, even though it was incapable of just telling Discord that I had the badge for beating the game. Also, why boosting the Discord server as like an alternative? You have like 200 boosts. You don't need any more. There is no benefit to boosting a server past like 40. You get nothing for it. It's just their money isn't going anywhere. It's just going straight to whoever, like it's just going straight to Discord. It doesn't add anything to the server. It doesn't give them more emoji slots. If past like 40 boosts, it just does nothing. So why do servers have so many boosts? I don't get it. You literally can't access bug reports. The way that I fixed it is I went to verify with Bloxlink up in the verify thing and just attempted to verify again. That's how I got it to work, but it took a couple days of doing that for Roblox to finally comprehend the fact that I'm trying to tell Discord something. Ugh. I wonder what the buggiest game on Roblox that is still currently maintained is. It's gotta be Pressure. It's gotta be. Because there's a lot of games out there which are just completely fundamentally broken because, you know, Roblox code updates have rendered them useless. But I'm trying to think, like, what Roblox game out there is still in active development, but is so monstrously broken and buggy that it's unreal. It's gotta be Pressure, right? It's either Pressure or some other game. Because Pressure is impressively broken. It's impressively broken. There are so many things wrong with it, and you encounter a new bug every time you play it. I've been streaming for almost an hour and 20, almost an hour and a half, and I'm already exhausted. Kind of crazy that when you normally sit and build something in complete silence, when you're sitting and talking the entire time, turns out it tires you out fast. Could be one of those Albert Flamingo knockoff games that are broken on purpose. I mean, probably, but I'm trying to think like a broken on accident. Because Pressure's broken on accident. I'd assume so. Unless Zeal just really likes having his game be buggy for some reason. Hold on, I gotta do something really quick. Well, then pressure, yeah, probably. I just had to give mod to Pomazia because I realized she wasn't modded in the chat. And, you know, it would make sense for someone who works on the game to have mod privileges. That just... I have privileges, yes. Look at my badge. Yes, your fancy, fancy badge. God, this looks like ass. This looks like ass, bro. But it'll look so much better when it gets textured. Oh my god. I'm looking at this and I'm just imagining the SpongeBob foghorn sound effect with the. Oh my goodness. Absolutely disgusting. Rockside. I got so disoriented. It'll look good at some point, I swear, you gotta believe me, man, you gotta believe me. It will look positively pleek. Positively pleek. You have my word. Now I gotta figure out this door. Doors! My daughter is into doors! I should rewatch our Murder Drones again one time. I have not seen it in forever. Well, I've seen that little J short they posted, but I haven't actually properly watched the show or any of its episodes in like 2 years. Maybe more. The last time I actually watched a full episode of that show was when the final episode came out, so it's been a little while. It's been a little bit of a while. Maybe I could put it on when I'm working on Opla Manerda in the background. Because I've seen it enough times to know what's happening without having to look at it. I don't know. Maybe that can be what I put on when I'm playing Satisfactory later. I might just, honestly, I'm not going to build this. I'm just going to copy paste it. I don't have the capacity to memorize how this looks. So I'm just going to grab it.
And put it there with a block.
We love structured blocks. They make life easy. I don't know how long I've been working with structured blocks, but it's been a very long time. They have been what has made they make life worth living. Oh, here's a good question. What have we seen of the Hypno's Lullaby reboot for Friday Night Funkin'? I think it looks absolutely phenomenal. It's unreal how good that thing looks. A lot of the songs are good. The visuals, especially in Chimera and Monochrome, are glorious. And the new songs are just bops. Monochrome, again, looks really, really good. And sounds really, really good. And Chimera is absolute nightmare fuel. But it is surprisingly catchy. Especially that little like bum 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 ba da ba da bum 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 ba da ba da. It's so good. I love it. It's looking good. Yeah, Hypno's Lullaby, peak. And that's just a demo. I'm excited. I can't even... Wake up, the streams are finally back. Oh my god. He's streaming again. Rejoice! Rejoice! It's a miracle! Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can start live streaming more often, because this is fun. It's very tiring, but it is very fun. Hello. Hello, good to see you here. Good to see you popping in. Built that wrong. Oh! this ugly layer up here. I'm eating a banana. Give me a second. I don't want y'all to hear me eating some. He's gross. He's nasty. Okay. We should be wrapping up work on this room relatively soon. Then I can finish this, paste all the copy rooms I already have, and then I might call it because I'm getting really tired. I forgot how fast I get burned out of work. But we are going to finish what has been set up to be finished today. No doubt about it. I'm going to assume it's probably going to keep going for another, if I had to say, 30 minutes. That should be a good time. It's not going to be too long of a stream. But it should be long enough, hopefully. It's going to take forever to upload on YouTube. Rid of these so it doesn't cause confusion. Okay, get rid of you. How's that looking? So that's good. Middle part, good. I can just copy paste to the side. Is this aligned? Yes, it is. Is that looking? It's looking good. Lights are here. I gotta move the door over to this side as well. I'll hop on later to do texturing and stuff. Sounds good. Sounds good. That could be your activity of the day. Oh, I need to start with commissioning the next bits of. I just reset by accident. I misclicked. I need to start on the next last two reference sheets because I've been stalling for a while and I don't know why. I've just been lazy and haven't gotten around to sending over the information. I would be on now, but I'm in a groove with my OCs. Thoughts on the concrete stairs and slabs? They are like, I felt like I was going to heaven when I saw them. I saw them and I'm like, oh my god, I take back every negative thing I've ever said about Mojang. They are the best company in the world. I have been wanting concrete slabs and stairs for over a decade. They have been, I wanted them so bad. And now they're gonna finally be here. And I could finally actually build with concrete. There are so many areas where I have to use concrete supplements because I don't have concrete stairs and slabs. And now I can just use concrete stairs and slabs. Oh my goodness. This and the wool stairs and slabs. I'm less excited about the wool stairs and slabs. I like rarely build with wool. The one time I can imagine it being useful to me is when I'm building like fancy rooms where I use wool as the floor and I make stairs. That's like where I can only imagine myself using the wool slabs and stairs. Cushions as well. You will. I'm gonna be putting cushions in Opla Manerda. You'll finally be able to sit. You'll be able to sit in Opla Manerda. It'll be peak. It'll be absolutely peak. Just chewing something. Hold on. Liz can finally sit her eye down and take a breather. She's too stressed out. Now, what am I saying? There's nothing going through that pea brain of hers. She doesn't comprehend the concept of stress. Bro's got those. She's got a brain the size of a grape, so I don't imagine she's too bothered by stress. You know that Do you know that one like spinning fish GIF? With it just the bam 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 bam. That's all that goes through her head during Opla Manerda. It's the only thought in that brain. She does not think. Okay, that should be good. Let's see if we can finally finish this room and attach it to the main area. Get rid of that. It was weird that they skipped out on concrete walls. I would be a little bit annoyed if they don't add concrete walls. I'm not going to be too mad about it because I don't build with walls too often. There are some times where I do use them, but I don't build with them very much, so I wouldn't be too mad, but I would prefer that they add concrete walls. Because who wouldn't want concrete walls? Who wouldn't want more concrete anything? Concrete's a really nice brock. Yes, it's a brock. Not a block, a brock. There's a chance they will, but I doubt since it was the last features announced from the drop yesterday. Fair enough. Oh, me and Bumazio were talking about this. I'm hoping that the new trees, I forgot their name. I think it was like Poplar or something. I'm hoping the new trees can get added before the end of October. Hopefully like somewhere in the middle of it. That's when I hope the drop comes out. Because I am going to be manually replacing every single tree in the Halloween update with poplar trees. So, I am hoping that they come out with that update as soon as possible so I can do that as soon as possible. So I can work on a end of September. Yeah, I'm hoping like end of September or like early October. If they do it like October 31st, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be so angry. Can you imagine? It's like, we're doing a fall drop, but we're doing it on the last day of fall. I would cry. I would cry. What if they lock in they could later this month? Yeah, like, I was saying maybe September. Maybe. It's a giant maybe, but I highly doubt it's happening. But if they do it at the end of September, that would be like absolute best case scenario. I really hope they don't pull a Inner Sloth where they said they were going to be doing the airship. Oh my god, I can't speak. They said they were going to be doing the airship update during summer, and they did it on the last day of summer. I'm pretty sure that they put out that new map on either like it was the last day or the last week of summer, but when people had already gone back to school. I was so angry. I was pissed. I saw the release trailer and it's like coming summer, and I'm like, yay! I get to play this new map all summer, you know, while COVID's happening. And then I'm back to school, and then the update comes out. I was so sad. Poor little old me, going ooh boo hoo hoo. Because he didn't get to play the funny. I loaded the structure wrong. Because he didn't get to play the funny bean game over the summer. He had to entertain himself other ways. He had to actually go outside and touch grass. Oh, what a travesty. What a travesty. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad. It's a little bit funky with all the untextured walls, but we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna pretend like that don't exist. That's Pamazia's job. My best bet is middle of September. I don't know. They did. What was the most recent one? Sulfur. Sulfur felt like it came out a little bit late, but that's just me. So I'm like a little bit concerned about it. Because if they do it after October or like on the last week, I'm not gonna be very happy. Actually, it came out 1 week earlier than usual. I guess I'm just schizophrenic then. I wouldn't put it past me. I do go crazy sometimes, so I wouldn't be surprised if I was just losing my mind. But I am hoping that it comes out early so that I can do that part 1.5 of the Halloween update and get all those new trees in, so I don't have to do it later. Because those trees are going to be so much fun, I'm going to have to tear every single one of them down and then manually put them all back. Here, actually, I was going to say, I could show you an image, but I'm live streaming right now. I can just show you myself. Let's go over to, Terror Town really quick. Let me show you all of the trees that I'm going to have to manually destroy and then rebuild. Where's my teleport log? Honey, where's my super suit? So either late August or middle September. I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping. Yummy protein bar. I cannot look up. Right above me is the new hub. I cannot look up. I can't spoil it. I think this takes me to Terror Town. It does not. It takes me to Perilous Path. Okay. Oh shit! Turn off the sun! Turn off the sun! Hopefully not. Did any of you guys burn? Hopefully not. Okay. You know what this place looks like? It looks like Pumpkin Hill. Do 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 do. God, I'm so unoriginal. It's almost insane. Am I gonna be changing this place to not look like Pumpkin Hill? No. I think it looks good. But am I original? No. No, I'm not. Okay, here's the first example. Look at all that. Get a load of this. I'm gonna have to manually destroy every single one of these trees and put poplar in their place. And this is like a tiny, tiny amount of them. This is barely anything compared to the main Terror Town. Let me actually head there really quick. What command block is responsible for teleporting me there? Recording, is it? Where is it? It's you. You, I need you. Come here. I can't take you off the network because I'd break the map. So, come here. I'm gonna yoink you, put you down here. Turn you into a impulse. Not always active. No, thank you. I just destroyed my structure block. Oh well. Do I have an ender chest? Whatever. I'll just give myself another one later. Okay. Let me get rid of this night vision as well. No, I did destroy. Yeah, okay. Look at all these trees. Look at all these trees. Look at all these trees. Look at how many trees I have to get rid of. Look at this. This is gonna suck so bad. I am gonna be in so much misery getting rid of all these trees and manually replacing them with poplar. It's gonna be worth it, obviously. It's gonna look so much better when I, tear all these down and replace them with poplar, but oh my god, this hill and this hill over here are gonna be horrible. Is there really no command to do that? Well, there is, kind of. I'm a bit iffy about using it, because I don't know if it would destroy something else if I used a block somewhere that I'm not aware of. I can use a command called the fill command, where I can set there to be an area that fills and replaces blocks with other blocks. So I could tell the command, take red terracotta and replace all red terracotta in this area with air. And then, I just do that with yellow terracotta and orange terracotta, and then that would get rid of all this, and then I could just manually cut down all the stems. The thing is, it would destroy shit like this. And I don't know, unnecessary Minecraft, and I don't know what else it would destroy, so I'm a bit iffy about using it. If I do it, I'm going to create a copy and then do it, and then see what it got rid of, so I know what to save with structure blocks, and then, put them back. But it's still going to be awful to do. It'll probably take like a day, just straight removing trees. Damn, this place looks good though. I keep forgetting how much time I spent here. I spent an unnecessary amount of my life working on this place, and it was damn worth it. And I'm about to do it again. Okay, where were we? We were working on hallway. Let me give myself another structured block before we go back. Structure. I spelled that wrong. What? Bro. Arvano illiterate? Question mark? Arvano cannot spell? Halloween is finally done properly. Yeah, see this right here? This is how you do a Halloween update. You don't just put funny little decorations around the main area and call it a day. This is how you Halloween. This is how you do a Halloween update, my friend. Oh my god. Everywhere I go, there's just more trees. This one shouldn't be as bad. It's completely flat terrain, pretty much. So I can just error fill this and just destroy all the trees and manually rebuild these little spike things. This is probably going to be the easiest section. I can tell that I placed these trees with the editor, though, because of this random ass one. Just sticking up like that. Okay, where's a command block that brings me back? I think it's over here. No, it's over, Oh, I'm lost. Hold on. I'm so lost. I'm just gonna fly to the command block teleporting area. I'm not gonna try and be fancy with it. Whee! Flying around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. That song's so good. City Escape is the GOAT of the Sonic Adventure 2 soundtrack. There we go. Let's set it back to daytime so we can see. Oh, the blinding light. The blinding light. There's the hub again, the new one. Take your screenshots, take your screenshots. Ooh, do your Twitch clips. This is the only little bit of it you're gonna see. Pretty sure terracotta doesn't have stairs or slabs. Yeah, it doesn't. It's just a couple of the builds there were made out of terracotta, and I don't remember which ones. So it'll probably just destroy a bunch of stuff. But I am gonna be doing a lot of restructuring anyway, so it wouldn't even be that bad. It wouldn't be the end of the world. I will send an image of Terratown without all of the trees as a teaser, and I'll label the teaser like I killed the Lorax, or there's something like anti-Lorax. Yeah, it's 100% something I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make a screenshot of every single one of the trees with just their stumps left and just go, fuck you, Lorax. That's way too funny. Why is that so funny to me? That's way funnier than it's any right to me. I think the devs should just do a drop where they add all the missing blocks. I agree. I humbly agree. I want glass slabs. I'm not even kidding. I want glass slabs and I want glass stairs. Fight me on that. The blocks that I really want in this game are glass slabs, glass stairs. I want them to fucking do this thing that Optifine does, where it merges the lines together into one solid object. I want them to do that because it's so hideous without mods. I want stairs and slabs of every single block variant. Maybe not diamonds. Diamonds would look hideous. I want like more kinds of wood things. I want wood walls. I want like wood walls. I want variants of ladders, like ladders, like oak ladders, spruce ladders. I want same with chests, like spruce chests, birch barrels, or like poplar bookshelves. I would kill for poplar bookshelf. I would kill for variants of bookshelves. There's a lot they can do in a block drop. I don't know why they don't do it. It's just blocks. They're not coding in, like, new enemies or new mobs with whole new brand new AIs, or they're not like changing the world generation. It's just adding a bunch of blocks, and it would be one of the best updates they ever do. It would probably like bring a lot of players into the game if they do that. I don't know why they don't do it. Block. Would you rather have you play a block game? Would you rather have blocks, unlimited blocks, or no blocks? Trade offer. I did not mean to do that. 45. I think that's one off. It's two off, actually. 3. There we go. How's that look? That looks good. Okay. What are we going to name this? We're going to name this... They're going to give us a stupid Ocean Temple update watch. Imagine. Imagine the Ocean Monument gets updated before the end. That would be disgusting. That would be horrible. So we're very happy to announce the Ocean Monument is getting an update. No, we're not updating the end. Fuck you. Y'all are never gonna see an end update ever. Keep crying. Yeah, they can do a block update without updating the world. It's just adding cubes and then putting textures on them. That's not hard. That's not hard. I mean, you do it every update. You're adding a whole new block set every update. What's stopping you from... And it's not even new block textures! You're taking the same textures you already have and putting them... You're putting them onto things. You're not creating new models either. You're just taking textures you already have and putting them onto models you already have. It would take like 2 months tops. The pain of being in Bedrock Edition. I really should have made Opla Manerda in Java. I'm not gonna lie. That would have been a really good idea. I mean, I am gonna be making a Java port, so Java players can play the map eventually. But that's gonna be when version 1.0 comes out, so that's not gonna be for a while. At least they nerf skeletons. Yeah, for real. Bedrock skeletons felt like trying to fight a war vet. Fighting Bedrock skeletons felt like you were trying to fight a World War I veteran. It was impossible. You'd go up to them and they'd start blasting you. Not only that, but they would just sometimes decide that, you know, you see that shield that you put up and the shield that you've had up for a good 7 seconds? Yeah, we're still gonna hit you clean through it. It's like, bruh. Even when you turn off, like, multiplayer on Bedrock Edition, so that the world isn't even technically running on a server, so there's no latency lag, the game will still just decide skeletons specifically can hit you through your shield sometimes. It pisses me off. I hate them so much. I either just avoid them or kill them as soon as possible and just bum rush them. Copper Rage last year proved that they can add a bunch of new blocks to the game. Yeah, Copper Rage was one of my favorite updates they ever did because it was just building stuff. I play survival Minecraft, but I don't play it as often as other people do. I mainly, you know, I mean, look at Opla Manerda. I'm obviously more of the creative kind. So whenever they add new blocks, that gets me all giddy and happy. Imagine they give us the fourth dimension before updating the end. Imagine they open the portal in the ancient city and not update the end. I think the community would go insane. I think they would literally, like, Mojang would be responsible for 30,000 cases of therapy being opened that day. I mean, I'm not opposed to a new dimension. That's a whole new set of building blocks that I can use. But if they're not going to update the end at all before adding a new dimension, that would be wild. They're going to give us a glowstone portal. They're going to add the Aether. They're going to add that one myth before touching the end. They're gonna make the here. Yeah, they're gonna add here, Brian, before they add anything related to the end. Do you remember when they gaslight everyone as well? Like they added those end flashes, like to Java Edition, and it was like, ooh, what are they doing? Are they adding new stuff to the end? And then they just never followed up on it. They added the end flashes and just dipped. It was like it was such a big gaslight, bro. I'm still mad about that. Why did they bother adding that and then just not follow up on it? What even was the point? What even is it? Tell us, Mojang! I loaded it incorrectly. Did I at least load it? Okay, it's at least centered, so I'm just gonna move it down a couple blocks. They're gonna give us vertical slabs. Yeah, they're gonna give us vertical slabs. No, yeah, they're gonna give us vertical slabs before they do anything with the end. Shut up, Minecraft. Ooh, I did not load it symmetrically. Legit looked us in the eye and told us to go screw ourselves for real. That is accurate. Oh, you like the end? Okay. Well, then just go to it. POV Mojang's logic. If you like the end so much, then just go play it then. Go into it. What's stopping you? If you want an end update, do it yourself. POV Mojang, when you tell them the word work, they scream and run away in fear. They can't comprehend the idea of sitting at their computers for more than 2 minutes a day. Mojang has the same workflow that I do with Opla Manerda. And that's supposed to be an insult. The end flash is a lot. Like when the waiter walks by with food, shows us, and then it's... Oh my god, you're right. It's like the waiter walks by with like a 5-star meal, and you're like, oh my god, my food is here. And they're like, no, it's not for you. It's for the customer sitting right next to you. It's like, bruh. That's literally what it's like. You are so right. They have the same workflow I have with Galaxy 6. No, you're giving them too much credit. At least you work on Galaxy 6. At least you find the time to do that sometimes. They just don't do anything. Okay, finally, this room, which took a good 20 minutes longer than I wanted it to, has been put into here. And I'll fix the walls later. I just want to get this done. Okay. What's next? What's next on my map? A T hall, an I hall, an X hall, and another I hall. Drop 4 leaked. Stupid ocean temple. That fucking ocean temple that I hate! That fucking ocean temple that I hate! That fucking ocean temple that I hate! I love that video so much. That fucking bird that I hate! That fucking bird that I hate! That fucking bird that I hate! What?! He was so flabbergasted by it. He couldn't believe his eyes. He couldn't believe his eyes or his ears. He was shocked. Dashy's whole world flipped upside down when his parrot started talking back to him. It seems like something Magna would do. Mancer would be like trying to talk to Magna about something, and he'd be like, Magna, I need you to go do these records because I really hate working on them. Those fucking records that I hate. Those fucking records that I hate. Those fucking records that I hate. Bumazia, can you confirm or deny that? Is that something Magna would do? Would she mock Mancer like a parrot? I just realized I loaded the incorrect hallway. I meant to load a T hallway, and I loaded an I hallway because I was on autopilot. Confirm. It's officially canon. Confirmed. I'm so excited to show off the full character designs for all of the guys. Pomazia has cooked so unbelievably hard. Especially with Aroma, Maeve, who else? Um, Apparition. Well, I'm gonna like Apparition, obviously. She's cooked. That's all you need to know. She is cooked, and you will enjoy the feast when this update eventually comes out. I was actually thinking maybe I should post the designs like not early, but like maybe on the same day that I release the trailer. As kind of the little more as like hype. We're in for some good stuff. Oh yes you are. Yes you are. Get your fan art pens ready. You're gonna have some good shit to draw. Is it one block off? It's one block off. I wonder what the first bit of Opla Manerda fan art will be. I wonder if it'll be something serious or if it will be a shitpost. That's always the question. Whenever you're thinking if someone's gonna make fan art of something you have, the first question that always comes to mind is it gonna be serious or is it gonna be a shitpost? Only time will tell. I can see it being a shitpost, me personally. Oh. Pomazia has joined the world. We have a special guest. Kind of unfortunate because I was gonna log off in like 20 minutes. Load. OI Hall. You know what you can do? You can post that one drawing of Magna I did. Where it's a close-up of her face. That is true. I could post that as a teaser image. I have been wanting to do more teasers. I just haven't done too many teasers because I don't have much to tease. Is that Steve? Is that... Oh. It was Steve for a moment. Guest star Pomazia, new modifier leaked. Yeah, new Opla Manerda modifier. Guest star Pomazia. Every now and then you have to draw something, otherwise she kills you. Well, what, if I could add modifiers to Opla Manerda, what modifiers would I even add? I'll get you, bro? Yeah, sure you will. Uh-huh. Draw me Magna in 30 seconds. Ugh. Here. Is it? Did I save it as OX or O plus? I'm gonna say OX. OX Hall. I did save it as that, okay. Look, we can talk this out. Sure you can. Get your pen up and start drawing. Draw the funny light lady. That looks off by like a one block. Draw, boy. Draw now. You should draw Opla Manerda fan art now. You should subject yourself to infinite Opla Manerda fan art now. And give somebody else a piece of that beautiful fan art that you're totally cooking up. You should have a holly jolly Christmas now and give someone else a nice present for Christmas this year. I love this. I love holly or jolly posting videos. They're so silly. Dark rooms for Opla Manerda would be cool. Yeah, I am going to have certain sections of the floors be dark rooms and not either require lights because light, I can't just hold out a lantern and have it light up around me. I wish, but it doesn't work like that. But I was thinking of having a lot of dark rooms that you are able to turn the lights back on in. Like maybe there would be parkour or there would be some puzzles or key passes that are really, really hard to see. However, if you explore just a little bit enough, then you'll find like a lever that turns on the emergency lights or some backup lights that gives you just enough vision to see what you're doing. I was thinking something like that would be cool. Still thinking on it though. We're in the build out the layout first, and then start populating it with ideas later. Search for the light switch. Search for the light switch grand encounter. My favorite Opla Manerda grand encounter. Try and find the fridge at 3 a.m. while you're stumbling around in the dark. Okay, how many rooms have we gotten so far in total? We've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 out of the 100. That's not too bad. We got Firewall and the official sequel, Snow Path. Or Snow Road. What do we think? Or either Water Road or Snow Road. That would be really funny if I just add something like that to Opla Manerda as a direct pressure reference. Just building the basic outline for something later that I will do off stream. You know, shh, gotta keep things, gotta keep some, gotta keep some stuff secret. Can't share all my grand ideas. I think my bitrate is crashing. The bitrate thing is going wild. Definitely will have to end stream relatively soon. It looks a little too close. I think I might want to move it a little bit. Oh, don't worry. It's me, Squid. I'll be uploading this to YouTube the moment that this stream ends as a VOD, so you can watch what happened earlier. Not much, honestly, but you will be able to see it, and anybody who doesn't have Twitch will also be able to watch the stream. They just unfortunately won't have been able to watch it live. Okay. Yeah, it's because of that Twitch thing where they made it so, you know, VODs no longer are permanent and they delete after 7 days. Whenever I do stream, especially in the future, I attempt to upload all of my streams onto YouTube because, you know, Twitch is cringe and deletes all the VODs. Because something about, you know, storage space or whatever, blah, 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 company beeswax. We know their asses is lying. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do. That is 12 rooms, I believe. How much did we do today? We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kind of 7, and then 8. That's not too shabby. That's a good place to stop. That's a good chunk of the ones I need to do. So I think that's where we will be calling it. I do want to show one. What do you mean storage, Twitch? Look at YouTube. Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, Twitch, you're fucking bullshitting. You just want to save money. You have the storage space to store all these VODs. There is one thing I do want to show before I end stream. I'm not developing this part of the map anymore. Like 1 trillion videos, probably. For real. There's one part of the map that I have not shown off because, well, I scrapped it with a lot of changes I'm making, but I can show it off now. So this was made before I came up with the idea to convert Opla Manerda to a rooms-like. So this was going to be the original layout, but... Oh yeah, here's some trees, by the way. These will be the trees in Jungle Junction. These new, cool, white trees. I built these myself. I'm actually kind of proud of these. But here we go. This over here was the scrapped layout for the remake of Jungle Junction. I'm not using this anymore because, you know, I gotta make it a rooms like. But this is how it was going to look, or at least part of it. So this is where you'd start, right here. And there would be like a door here where, you know, these two pads would have levers and you'd have to flick them to make the door go down. It's very bare bones, as you can see. Very, very. This was me trying to figure out the aesthetic of it. Make it look good with the trees. Yeah, very rough around the edges. There's like random pillars scattered around the area. This would be a little diverging path. That would be the main path, and this would be a side path to where you can get some extra goodies. Up here, this was going to be like a cave. So this is where a cave would start. And in here was going to be like a big old lake in the middle. I'm probably going to be reusing a lot of these ideas for the rooms like. I just cannot use this exact layout because it does not work with rooms like, but I will probably be reusing almost every idea. But there's going to be a big old ceiling here and big old lake. And you'd be able to go up here and god damn, this is long. Then you'd be able to jump down back onto the main path. Or back to a side path. And I didn't get this far, but there was going to be like a big, giant open river area over here with some trees where you could see off into another lake. Not in a cave. And this would be another area where that would happen, where you could peer out into the river. And then over here was going to be a giant area, big old area with a bunch of trees, tall ones. You'd see like some houses or some rundown shacks here, and you'd try there'd be a door over there that you'd try to be opening, so you'd have to wander around this area to try and figure it out. It would be pretty cool if there was like a giant tree. Yeah, I wanted to make it so that every now and then you would see like an absolutely enormous tree. There would only be like 2 or 3 of them in the level, and I'm probably still going to use that for the rooms like version. But I thought it would be really cool as if you just would notice a gargantuan tree in the distance and be like, damn. And maybe like part of the level you would actually be going inside of the trunk of one of these giant trees and climbing it to get to a higher vantage point. Like, the tree would be growing next to a giant hill, and you'd have to get up the hill. So you'd have to go into the tree and, you know, parkour up it and then do some puzzles. Then you'd climb out of the tree into the hill that was right there. Yeah, it was a really cool idea, and I'm probably going to still use it. But this was going to be a maze area for, yeah, it's just going to be a maze to find levers and stuff. I might, big word, might, reuse this somehow. Maybe if I can figure out how to work it, I might actually still use this layout and, you know, put walls every now and then, like a wall there and a wall there to create a room. That tree is so big it probably saw the pyramids be built, for real. That tree was so large that it managed to see something get built in a whole other dimension. Yeah, I think this was one of the bigger trees I wanted to make, and it's very nice. Very, very nice. But this thing would be... it would be pretty small compared to the other ones. I'd imagine the big tree would probably have a stump or a stump around, I don't know, like that big, maybe. So, it would take forever to build, so I'd probably build it in the editor to hopefully save myself a little bit of sanity. But yeah, that's just something I wanted to show off because I didn't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it or not, if I'm going to be able to recycle it into the actual level 2 again, or if I will just have to scrap this and start over. But, you know, this is here. It's something that exists. But I think that's all I got energy for today. I think I'm going to end stream. I'm either going to, I don't know, take a shower, maybe play Pressure, or, yeah, play Pressure, play Satisfactory, maybe even draw, I don't know, or see if I can work on a video. We'll see. But I hope everyone enjoyed live stream, and hope to see you all whenever I live stream again. So, bye-bye. Have a good day.